Kendrick Lamar was a street-savvy loner with a stutter and an affinity for poetry. Now, he's a Pulitzer Prize-wielding rap icon using his art to erect change. This is the evolution of Kendrick Lamar. Kendrick Lamar Duckworth was fighting to beat the odds. Hailing from the treacherous blocks of Compton, California, his family got by with Section 8 housing and welfare assistance. Kendrick was lucky to have both of his parents in his household, but growing up in gang culture came with its own complications. Witnessing 2 murders in his neighborhood by the age of 8 and spending a majority of his time with adults forced Kendrick to mature quickly, earning him the nickname Man. His 7th grade English teacher introduced him to poetry in an attempt to iron out his stutter, and Kendrick was captivated by the usage of words to convey emotions.
I'm trying to learn something new. I'm trying to find myself. I'm searching deep for Kendrick Lamar. I read about Napoleon Hill and try to know God.
He began writing freestyles nonstop, and when he saw Tupac and Dr. Dre shooting the video for California Love in a Bentley outside of the Compton swap meet, he knew he had to break into the rap game. Kendrick released his first mixtape, YHNIC, Hub City Threat, Minor of the Year, in 2003. The title is a variation of Prodigy of Mobb Deep's debut solo album, HNIC, which came out 3 years prior. In 2009, Anthony Top Dog Tiffith recruited Kendrick for Top Dog Entertainment, along with Schoolboy Q, Ab-Soul, and J-Rock, to form the group Black Hippy.
I come from a studio, being locked in with these cats and having a competitive nature. Not only I built them up, but they built me up.
Kendrick spent the year cutting tracks with the group under the moniker K-Dot, but his throne was waiting. On the advice of producer Dave Free, K-Dot shed the stage name for the one his mama gave him on his debut solo TDE project, the Kendrick Lamar EP. Technically, 2011's Section 8 is Kendrick's first studio album, but when Good Kid, M.A.A.D hit wax the next October, it was universally considered the rapper's true introduction. Good Kid, M.A.A.D was certified gold 2 months after its release and became Kendrick's first platinum certified project in the summer of 2013. It also received a Grammy nomination for Album of the Year. Cornrow Kenny's parents constantly pushed him to strive for more, making him a perfectionist to a fault. Sing About Me, I'm Dying of Thirst from Good Kid, M.A.A.D took a full year to come to realization because of how heavily involved Kendrick is in production from start to finish. He'd solidified a name for himself in the industry, but his best keeps getting better. Loaded with strikingly honest socio-political observations, 2015's To Pimp a Butterfly debuted at #1 on the Billboard 200 chart.
I'm at the preacher's door, my knees getting weak and my gun might blow, but we gon' be alright.
As All Right quickly became the anthem of the growing Black Lives Matter movement, King Kunta fairly regarded it as the biggest record in the world based on the number of lives it impacted. And the impact he seeks is bred from the survivor's remorse he feels every time one of his friends has fallen dead to street violence while he chases his dreams. After performing a series of unused tracks from To Pimp a Butterfly at the 2016 Grammy Awards, NBA star LeBron James tweeted at Kendrick requesting he release all of the residual heat ASAP. 1 week later, Kendrick delivered Untitled Unmastered.
Stepping at my community, making a killing. You make me a killer, emancipation of a real hitter.
Damn hit hard, racking up not only the Grammy Award for Best Rap Album, but also the Pulitzer Prize for Music, making Kung Fu Kenny the first musician outside of the classical or jazz community to receive the honor. Remarkably, had a chance meeting between Top Dog and Kendrick's father gone differently decades prior, we'd be telling a much different story. Before young Kenny was born, his father ran with Chicago's Gangster Disciples, but supposedly left that lifestyle behind when he and his wife moved to the West Coast and started a family. In Compton, he worked at a local Kentucky Fried Chicken to make ends meet. In the late 80s, early 90s, Top Dog was selling drugs and running the streets. One day, he robbed the same KFC where Kenny Sr., aka Ducky, worked, but didn't kill him because Ducky had built up a rapport with Top Dog and his gang with free food. When meeting at a recording session for K-Dot years later, the two gawked at the odds.
Like, man, look where we at. We're blessed. But listen to these words, like, this is what happened. This is real life.
Whoever thought the greatest rapper would be from coincidence? Because if Anthony killed Ducky, Top Dog could be serving life while I grow up without a father and die in a gunfight.
Kendrick Lamar has rightfully earned the status as one of the most skilled lyricists of his time. His words have soundtracked social justice movements and inspired conversations, not only about how hip-hop has progressed, but also how we could progress as a people. He used a pen to claw his way up from the gutter, and his reign has no end in sight.